As we do every day, we're going to stream live on Wall Street Sizing. We are live. Wall Street Sizing. Up, you have found the right channel. We are streaming live as we try to do every day. We used to do crypto as well, but now I incorporate crypto into the stock market news today. The date is February 24th, year of our Lord 2021. This is like the bite-sized pieces, like a market that you need to know, the news, bite-sized pieces of news for market traders, geeks, and misfits. Hopefully, you didn't catch it on in CNBC, because a lot of stories you will, but for the most part, some of these are far off the radar, especially the crypto and the different micro type things. I do this, several newsletters I read, and I just take some really good stories and try to give those to you guys. So I find value in it, and I hope you do too. With that being said, we are off. You see on the screen there that let me go to FinBiz. The Dow is up 424 today. It started off low and then just climbed to 424 points up. NASDAQ definitely took a dip down again, but it climbed up to 132, and S&P was up 44. It's good to see. Funny thing, here we go. Meme stocks are back. GameStop was up 100% today to $31. What else I see? Oh yeah, costs. The electronic consumers, which was also, it really wasn't a meme stock, but it was following the meme stocks, and I know that Wall Street Bets was pushing that. KOSS was up. I thought I saw Express was back up too, 40%. GameStop up 100, costs up 54, and Express up 40. Let's see if I see anything else in there. Fisker. So we'll talk about them. Here we go. I think they're on. What was Bitcoin doing? Well, we'll get to that too. All right. Federal Powell. Chairman Powell, Jay Powell, as we all like to call him, stated yesterday in his testimony to the Senate that there is a minimal inflation of the U.S. dollar, and he still sees the U.S. economy as a highly uncertain. As such, he will continue to stay on the current path, further inflating the USD to provide an optimal economic conditions for all investment in equities over bonds and savings. The Treasury yields rose in the news. Something new. I know you probably didn't see this on CNBC. Dubai businessman Khurram Shroff, chairman of IBC Group, has pledged 100,000 Bitcoin. You know what that's worth? 4.8 bill right now. It was up, and we'll look at the Bitcoin price here. Bitcoin started today right around 50 and has gone down to 48. If we zoom out, you can see it is in a downtrend over the last 2 days. Anyway, he is pledging 100,000 Bitcoin, 4.8 billion, to establish the Miami 2.0 Blockchain Strategy Foundation. Miami is the #1 city that has benefited from this pandemic, with people from San Francisco, with companies from San Francisco opening offices there, and same thing happening from New York as well. People are moving down from New York. They are putting offices there. If they're staying in New York, they're putting an office down there. It is very business friendly. I see it as kind of like the new Austin, the new Dallas, if you would. I'll be as significant in facilitating the digital currency's adoption across multiple industries and critical in aiding Miami's vision to integrate Bitcoin in everyday transactions. That means the city, I know Mayor Suarez wants to pay people in Bitcoin. He wants to transact in Bitcoin. I don't know if the transaction can work. You can certainly pay him in that. But I just thought that was very interesting. Here's the thing. Berkeley currently has over $1 billion worth of real estate projects in Miami in its pipeline, being empowered with technology innovation. All right. Let's go to top 5 analyst upgrades. Today is the top 5 upgrades today. BigCommerce, BIGC by KeyBanc. Mattel upgraded to buy from neutral at Citi. Thomson Reuters, TRI upgraded to buy from hold at Canaccord. Ritchie Bros, RBA upgraded to outperform at National Bank. And Boise Cascade, BCC upgraded to a buy from neutral. Now the downgrades, a little bit really interesting fact. Square was downgraded to equal weight from overweight at Wells Fargo. They've got an issue with, and Wells Fargo's always got an issue, the way that I see it, but what they just don't like the valuation. Whatever that is, I'm sure it's high. Energizer downgraded to neutral from buy at Goldman Sachs. ENR. Just Energy downgraded to underperform at sector perform at RBC Capital. Here's one that nobody's going to like. Canopy Growth was downgraded to underperform from hold at Jefferies. Here's what they're saying, telling investors that he views the stock as still too expensive when compared to U.S. multi-state operators, or MSOs, which he views as a better way to play the U.S. cannabis reform theme. I can't say he's wrong, but I don't see CGC. You're getting retail investors really getting behind that. Workhorse Group, now you know exactly why they got downgraded. It's because they were downgraded to perform from Outperform and Oppenheimer, because Workhorse missing the U.S. Postal Service contract, entirely facing a choppy supply chain situation as well. What's more to say about this? Workhorse will continue to go on. Workhorse did ask for a review of that contract. After hours here, I don't know if I have it or not. I may not. It's at the top here or not. No. Anyway, Teladoc missed earnings estimates after hours. They did shatter the revenue, though. NVIDIA rises 3% after hours after its Q4 earnings beat. So that's what I've got. Home Depot revenue increased by 20% last year to $132 billion. Its e-commerce sales increased by 83% in Q4, 86% overall in 2020, but you knew that because that came out yesterday. After reversing the news block in Australia, Facebook has now said it has plans to invest over $1 billion over the next 3 years and support the news industry in Australia. And I think that sets a precedence. That's what is going to happen in a lot of countries, especially the EU. Now, the U.S. might be a little different, but we'll find out. EV company Fisker shares, as we talked about, I believe, Fisker, what was Fisker today? Fisker was up 34%. I actually called them on a stocks to watch a couple weeks ago. I was going to do a TikTok on them literally last night and didn't do it. Should have. But EV company Fisker shares surged 27% or 34% as it signed a deal with Foxconn to manufacture more than 250,000 vehicles annually. Walgreens secured its third same-day delivery partner, Instacart, today. Electronic vehicle startup Lucid Motors will merge with Churchill Capital. We all know this. It was way, way down. Both the Air and Gravity will be produced at Lucid's $700 million factory in Casa Grande, Arizona, which last year completed the first phase of construction. Upon completion, it will be able to produce 365,000 vehicles annually. The merger will generate $4.4 billion of proceeds for Lucid. The funds will be used to grow its factory in Arizona and bring 2 vehicles to market, which we just named. Lucid will begin producing and delivering its Lucid Air in North America during the second half of this year. Here's the thing. This is all projected. That's it. They haven't produced one car. And if we know anything from Tesla, it is very, very difficult to even get off the ground. And you're telling me they're going to be able to produce 365,000 vehicles annually in one location, and they're going to have them rolling off the line in the second quarter of this year? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. You know what SPACs do? They shoot way up. Oh man, it's going to be great. And then once it's announced, it might go up a little further, and boom, just drops out, because it's all projections. Unless you have a company that actually has revenue. Sad news here. Privately held family business Fry's Electronics suddenly shut down all of its stores overnight. The company cited COVID-19 as a key reason for permanent closure. They were on the downturn. They weren't retailing their own products towards the end. It was really consignment is what it was. Tesla shares are up 2% after Kathy Wood from ARK invested another 120 million in shares yesterday to stabilize the stock. I believe we have Tesla on here, I'm sure. TDOC is down. Tesla's got to be on here somewhere. Tesla was up 5% to date. Square, the payments company run by Jack Dorsey, we just talked about, has bought another 170 million worth of Bitcoin to around 5% of the company's assets. Square reported 4.57 billion in 2020 Bitcoin sales. Again, 4.5 billion in Bitcoin sales in 2020. It's great. The gross payment volume processed by Square was 32 billion in just Q4. Electric rickshaws, they're coming. Amazon's 5-year plan in India is they have ordered 10,000 electronic delivery vehicles deployed by 2025. Your state took a big step toward that by announcing a partnership with Mahindra, the Indian e-mobility giant. The Trezor, Mahindra's 3-wheel EV with a 1,200-pound carrying capacity, has already been deployed in 7 cities. Pretty cool. Chessboom is showing no signs of slowing down. In fact, chess.com, I saw today, had 58 million users. I think they're up about 15 since the Queen's Gambit came out. It's pretty cool. The latest data from the streaming platform Twitch reveals that last month more than 118 million hours of chess were watched on Twitch. It's crazy. Last February, it was closer to 1 million hours viewed. So pretty cool. Beeple. If you don't know who Beeple is, he delves in what we like to call NFTs. Esquire profiles Beeple, Wisconsin artist with 1.8 million Instagram followers. We briefly mentioned his work Monday in our NFT story. Actually, we mentioned him yesterday too. Christie's is auctioning off his pixel art. The first 5,000 days, and bidding starts tomorrow. That's on Thursday. Dapper Labs was also responsible for CryptoKitties, a digital to prominence in 2017. The company is now reportedly raising $250 million in new funding at a $2 billion valuation led by Cote Management. That's a hedge fund, I believe. I guess they've got a private equity or a VC arm. But my point is that I believe that Dapper Labs is the one that collabed with or partnered with the NBA Top Shot for NFTs as well. Oatly, you saw them on the Super Bowl ad. The vegan-friendly milk producer, backed by Oprah Winfrey and others, is reported eyeing IPO, looking for a valuation up to $10 billion. It's going to be a decacorn when it comes out, supposedly. The SEC has delisted the shares of Long Blockchain LBCC. So Long Island Iced Tea Company is what it used to be. Changed its name to Long Blockchain at the height of 2017 and went crazy for a while. Now they've been delisted. Millions of people in China are embracing the tiny electric vehicles that look like more like golf carts than cars, but cost less than $2,500. So yeah, I've seen them. They literally look like souped up golf carts, right? And looks in the picture that they showed, it looked a lot like Florida, if you would. There's a lot of golf carts going around. MicroStrategy, here we go. Shares are up 10% as Bitcoin rebounded overnight. This is overnight now. Announced this morning it had purchased another 19,500 Bitcoins worth another $1 billion. This brings total Bitcoins purchased by MicroStrategy to, get this, 90,000 Bitcoins worth $4.5 billion. Instead of buying GBTC, just buy MicroStrategy. That's what people have been doing. That, Mara, and Riot. In fact, I might do a TikTok on that tomorrow if I get a chance. But President Biden will sign an executive order to review the U.S. supply chain's reliance on other countries. Thank you. At least you're keeping that up. I think Trump did that as well. He just never got around to it, right? To actually deploying it. The review will ensure that there aren't shortages of important goods and services. I don't know, like drugs. I cannot believe that our drug industry, we let them go over there. And that's not just Trump or Biden or, probably more Obama. And I know he's highly regarded, but he missed a lot of things, guys. He really did. Seems like a phenomenal dude, but whatever. It will gauge if the U.S. depends too much on other countries, specifically China, for products such as pharmaceutical ingredients. There you go. Electric vehicle batteries. There you go. We literally need to start mining rare earth here. You got to find rare earth here. Computer chips. That means AKA semiconductors and rare earth. Oh, there it is. Rare earth elements used in electronics. Totally agree, Biden. I'm on board with you. So far, so good. The stimulus package, I like it, but when you have 800 billion going to the people and the other trillion going to just BS stuff, I don't like that. I just do not. You can't have it going to the arts. You can't have it going to bailing out pension funds who have been mismanaged without rules surrounding that. The minimum wage, I'm all for that. $15 is great, but here's the thing. Do you really believe that the 15-year-old, the 16-year-old working at Little Caesars part-time deserves $15 an hour? That's why you're going to put 1.5 million people out of business, or really throw them out on the street if that's passed. I'm all for $15 an hour, but you got to couch that around some things. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. A U.S. district judge has halted the enforcement of President Biden's 100-day deportation pause by issuing a preliminary injunction after Texas argued it is a violation of federal law. Here we go again. Those EOs, you can fight them in the courts and you can tie them up. That's what they did with Trump, Biden. That's what they're going to do with you. Whether you like it or not, that's just the way the game is played. And with you signing, I don't even know how much like 110 EOs or something like that. Some nuts. The legal case surrounding Elizabeth Holmes at Theranos, crazy here, continues to drag through the courts. The government is now accusing Holmes of destroying evidence in the company's later days. The specific evidence in question is a history of the internal testing, including accuracy and failure rates of the Theranos systems. Boy, that girl, I'm not saying she was pure evil, but boy, she wanted to be the next Steve Jobs for sure. Finally, as of yesterday, DeFi was down, Bitcoin was down, crypto was down for the most part. There was 115 million in DeFi lending liquidations yesterday, period. Boom. There you go. That is the news. That is the stock market news today. We're sponsored by StockTrade.tips. That is a website. Go to it. They have one goal: to help you profit off the insider knowledge of the hedge funds. They send you an SMS text message if they believe a position is still profitable. And there you have it, guys. Watch your six. You go hard in the paint. And cheers.